Hello, Lorena. Hola, Lorena.
Miguel?
Sí.
Hi, Miguel. Good evening. How are you?
Sorry, I got late. I
Don't
arrived
worry.
home. That's why I couldn't.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, Miguel. So, well, just today we have to finish
Yeah.
with one grammar, right? So, let's see this. Okay, in this case, I will share my screen with you in order to see this grammar. Well, the grammar that we have to see now, it is the modals, okay, of possibility. So when we talk about possibilities, we are talking about some actions that we can do, right? Or maybe some actions that we can't do. So in these modals, in the list of these modals, we have the following ones: may, might, could, must, have to, or has to, depends on the subject. So we're gonna just have only these modals of possibility, okay? So in this part, we're gonna see only the modals of possibility, but in simple present, okay? So what does it mean? We could use the three first one, may, might, and could. We're gonna use these three ones for affirmative sentences, okay? The only difference between these ones is that for may it's formal. It's a formal modal verb, okay? And often is gonna be used only in writing skills. If we talk about might it's less formal, okay? It's kind of informal than may, okay? And this might, it's most common when we use it in speaking. If we talk about could, it's like, it's not gonna be formal, it's not gonna be informal, it's gonna be like modal, okay, that it's in the middle. It's like the meaning in Spanish says podría. So it's gonna be like yes or no, okay? So, and that is the thing about these three ones. But what happened when we want to talk, for example, about negative statements? In this case, we can use affirmative statements, okay? Affirmative statements and with the three ones. But what happened with negatives? In negatives, okay, if we use may, might, and could for negatives, the possible is gonna be like a 50% of possibility and 50% of impossible. But if we want to use something that it's really, really impossible, we are gonna use couldn't and can't, okay, for things that are really impossible. But after these three ones, we said that we could use in affirmatives and negatives. When we talk about like strong possibilities, like some obligations, but they are really strong, we're gonna use must. Okay, so must, it is like the stronger one between the others. We will use must for example, when we want to do something that it is like an obligation. And if you don't do it, it's like that you have a punishment, okay, but a strong punishment, maybe the jail. For example, I can say, I must respect the semaphore. Okay, so it means that it is against the laws if I don't do it. So must is gonna be more for obligations, okay, or certainly our belief of certainty. Okay, so this is the difference between have to or has to. If we use these two ones, have to or has to, the possibility it's not like an obligation. It is, of course, it is like something that we have to do, but if we don't do it, we are going to have a punishment. But the punishment is not going to be stronger than must. Okay, so that is the only thing, the difference between these two ones. So everybody's wearing a jacket. It has to be cold. So maybe yes, it's going to be cold. So that's why I have to use like a jacket. Okay, possibilities. Those are the only possibilities that we have. Well, all of them are the modals of possibility, but in present. In this case, we have here the past possibilities, and which is the structure. But right now in the platform, we're not gonna see these past possibilities. We're gonna see this past in the next book, okay? Why? Because it is a little bit longer, this topic. Okay, because we're gonna see the past possibilities. We are gonna see the differences between might not and could not. Okay, in this case, we're not gonna see all of this. But after, in the next book, we're gonna see what is the difference between these two ones. Okay. And could not, we're gonna remember that if we use could not, or maybe cannot, it's for something that it is really, really impossible. Okay. So I don't know if you have some questions until here, maybe.
Yes, I have. I couldn't understand in a correct way the difference between might or could and could.
Okay, these two,
Yes.
when we talk about present, they don't have difference. Okay, so they are the same. We don't have difference between these three ones. Okay, in affirmatives.
In present.
In present. Okay.
Okay.
In
May is more formal.
yes, this is formal. Between may and might, this is formal. And this is informal.
Or between may and might, may is informal.
Might.
Might
yes.
is informal.
Yes.
And may is formal. And could
it's like informal and formal. It doesn't have like some formality. Okay, why? Because of the meaning. Podría. So it is not informal and not formal. Okay, it is like only like for options.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but in the if we talk about a future, might and may, the difference.
Between these two ones.
Yes.
Okay, in this case, when we have, for example, something very, very certain, okay, we are gonna use may. But if you have some doubts, okay, if you have like, it's not gonna be sure or certain,
Or
we're gonna
100%.
use might. Okay, so this is certain and this is not certain.
Okay.
Okay, yes, that is the difference between those.
Okay, perfect.
Great. And yes, as you know, when we talk about negatives, all of them, well, may, might, we could use, may not, might not, but they are gonna be like a 50% of impossible and 50% of possible, okay? But if we use could not, it is impossible, 100% of impossible.
Okay, perfect. Yes, I got it.
Perfect, very good. So yes, we have here some examples, right? So you are gonna go reading the examples, but this is the most important part, okay? Because in the platform that we're gonna see today, it is only in present, okay? Of course, we're gonna add these two ones, must and have to, okay? But this is like obligations, okay? Something that if you don't do, you have like a stronger punishments.
Mm,
But the difference with have to, it is something necessary, but if you don't do it, you don't have a stronger punishment. That is the only difference.
okay. Um, must is we use must when we talk obligations that we have to do in any case.
Yes,
And
yes,
have to, yes, it's also auxiliary to to make a sentence about an obligation, but it's not 100% obligation. You
yes, it is.
you might not do it.
Exactly, yes. Yes, that is the only difference, okay? Yes, but these two ones, they are considered like possibility, but most of possibility, most of all, they are considered like models of necessity. So we're gonna see these other models in the next units, okay? So, but the principle here is these three ones, okay? May, might, and could. Okay, so that
Okay.
is,
Okay.
so now we are gonna, after this, as I was telling you, these past possibilities, we're gonna see it, okay, in the next book when we're gonna complement to this first one, okay? But I will send you the document, okay? And when we're gonna see in the next book, we're gonna open again the document in order to complete with the other past models, okay?
Okay.
So right now, we're gonna see the differences between these three ones in the platform, okay? But first, what happened when we have questions with these three ones? Can we make questions with three? Because we said that we can do affirmative sentences, yes. But negative, we said that may not and might not are gonna be like 50 and 50, yes, 50, no. And could not is gonna be 100% of impossible, right? But when we talk about questions, we are gonna use only could for questions, only could, okay? Why? can I not use may? Because may, I always use only
To ask permission.
permissions, right? Yes, only for permissions. So that's why when we talk about possibilities, always we're gonna ask questions with only could.
Okay.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
we're talking about possibilities, always we should make the sentences with could.
exactly. Yes. Okay. So, for example, I can say, could you, for example, could you go? Could you go with me? For example, possibility. If we use like a simple verb, a base form verb, go, we could use with yes, yes I could, or maybe yes I might, or yes I may, for example. In the answers, I can use whatever of these three ones, okay? When we have only a verb in base form in the question, but what happens if I have in the same question the verb to be? For example, could you be here? Yes, I may be. So if I have be, that verb to be in the question, I will use be, okay, in the answer to. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that is the only thing. So now, after all of this, Miguel, do you have some question?
No.
Okay, perfect. So let's go to the platform and let's see it in the exercises.
Okay.
Okay. I will send you this document, so don't worry. Okay. So models of possibility one, we are gonna go.
Which one?
Yes, possibility is one. One. Models, yes. Okay. So let's correct. Choose. Okay, only that second, right? Remember that we said that could not is for impossible, impossible, really 100% of impossible, right? But
Okay.
in this case, we said it's possible.
Yes.
So it's possible, yes, may not, right? The other,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
So let's try it again.
I don't know what happened with my.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry. In this case, we should use the verbs. Am I right?
No, no, no. Any verb. Only you
Ah,
could use the modal, and you could choose if it's negative or only positive. In the first one, yes, it is okay, because as I was telling you, if you have the verb to be in the question, you must have the verb to be in the answer.
yes.
Yes.
But usually they don't. The people don't answer the questions like this. Do you think it is innocent? Just say maybe.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it is okay. Okay.
I have a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, 3 of them. It is because, well, both with might, they are in negative, right? Because of the context. Is
Mm,
Talia going to get her break this with this story? She might or she might not. It's a thought one because a thought is a negative adjective, right? So this is because we use not negative. In 6 happened the same. Is Dean going to work out today? So
Might
it's
not.
like he might not. Why? Because he's feeling sick.
He's sick.
Yes.
Yes.
And number 5, it is not in negative, but in the first sentence, you have the verb to be. There can't be another explanation,
Yes.
right? So we have to use could be, only could be, right?
Yes.
I'm not
I
sure.
was.
Yes. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. No.
Mm,
Oh, okay, yes. No. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now it is okay. Okay, so never forget that could, it's only for negatives, okay? Impossible of something, okay?
okay.
So yes, that is the only thing. Well, now with this grammar, we finish unit 2. So right now I will assign you, okay, unit 2, the quizzes. Yes, I will assign you today. Okay, so now it is assigned. And tomorrow we are gonna start with unit 3, okay?
Okay.
So for today, yes, we are gonna stay here with the daily survey. So give me a second. Mhm. Loading.
Okay. See you
This is,
tomorrow.
yeah, we have to do this another one, two surveys, please. Okay. Okay, Miguel, so see you tomorrow. Have a nice night and take care a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. See you.